You know, at some point, you've got to tell people, ukuthi, mfethu buka, ngiyakuthanda, ngenhliziyo yami yonke. But I'm no longer interested kwi-level yempilo ngi-offerisha yona. Therefore, kumele ngikukhulule empilweni yami, kumele ngikudedele, uthole umuntu okufanele. And lapho usufike kule point where umuntu awusamcela ukuthi ashintshe, awusancengi.
It's really boring to just have one girl, bro. You know, one source of... Hello guys, welcome biggity back to another video. Fuck that intro, I like that intro. In this video, I want to be talking to you about hypergamy. You know, the red pill's favorite topic, hypergamy. But you see, a lot of dudes in the manosphere only like to discuss hypergamy in the lens of female hypergamy, and kind of always, you know, they always say like, no, you shouldn't hate women, because you know, women, it's just their nature, it's not their fault. But you know, whenever they discuss it, it's kind of like with the lens that the tone is a little blamey, you know what I'm saying? It just doesn't sound like they've completely accepted the fact that women will always pick the better guy. They're kind of still pissed about that. And I understand it takes some time to get over that red pill rage, you know, and accept the fact that they won't love you like you want. They won't love you idealistically, that they're just idealistic. I mean, they're opportunistic lovers. You need to accept that reality, or you will always struggle with women. And once you accept it and start like applying the things in your life that you need to in order to become successful in dating, then you're probably gonna stay mad. And that's when you move from red pill rage to black pill, right? I've already said the black pill isn't that bad, as long as, you know, like I still believe like there's hope for guys in the black pill. It's just a matter of not enough exposure. Perhaps a little more pain is also necessary, but we're not gonna get into that. So what I want to talk about is, like, in the manosphere, we're always talking about how female hypergamy, but when you think about it, everyone is hypergamous, dude. That's why like hypergamy is why the world is the way it is today. Hypergamy is why civilization exists. Not just because of the fact that if women required excellence in order to fuck us, we wouldn't build anything, but also because of the fact that whenever we discover something that makes life a little easier, we tend to gravitate more towards that thing than the thing that has been making our lives livable up until this point. It's not that we are ungrateful for the thing, but we found better, and we can't really help being more drawn to something that's easier, that's more effective, or whatever, you know, that provides more advantages, more benefits. And the same is true for relationships, whether you're a man or a woman. Whenever a woman meets the version of you that is taller, more jacked, has more money, probably an even brighter personality, stronger leadership traits, stuff like that. Whenever a woman finds a version of you that is in a few ways, or you know, or a few ways that matter, superior to you, she might not necessarily cheat until the opportunity presents itself, but she will consider him a better option. And subconsciously, she's gonna start behaving in ways that would make that better option more viable. So this might be not necessarily cheating on you, but giving you reason to think she's cheating, or reason to cheat yourself, so that she now has an excuse to leave the relationship. You know, just minor acts of sabotage like that. It all comes in subtle ways, but whenever your girl starts, you know, particularly if she was a really high interest woman, whenever she starts acting up, there's more than likely, because you have to be able to be discerning and assess the situation. Yes, sometimes it's work stuff, sometimes it's life stuff, yes, but as her partner, you'll probably more than likely know exactly what's going on in those areas areas of her life, right? But if those areas of her life aren't particularly chaotic, yet she's just acting strange, giving you like that gut check reaction, then yeah, more than likely another man has entered the picture and she finds him as a better prospect than you, or at least she's considering the prospect of him. That's where female hypergamy comes into play. But the same is true for you, my guy. You can't get mad at her for doing something you would too, because check, if you were with a chick and you found her personality type, she was your ride or die, you like everything about her, she's really feminine and helpful and submissive, but then you found a woman with her exact personality, and maybe even like a stronger connection between you two develops than you and this woman, your current woman, ever had, and to boot, she's also more attractive. It's only a matter of time. Do not lie to me, bro. It's only a matter of time. You see, the only difference between male hypergamy and female hypergamy is that females leave, they monkey branch, whereas males try to crucifix themselves. They try and hold on to this tree and that one at the same time. That's the difference between male and female hypergamy, because female hypergamy is more like better, whereas male hypergamy is more like better and functional, like what was there before. You don't throw away your old sword just because you found a much sharper one. No, you keep the old one around, you polish it from time to time, in case. It's always an in case thing, because the natural male state, especially when it comes to dating, is scarcity. Where even if you're the biggest fucking player, you have a roster of women, you would still prefer to keep them all rather than lose one of them whenever you find one or a few who are better than them. You'd rather still keep them, because you know that even if this one is better in some regards, these ones also have their purposes, these ones also serve their functions. But with women, it's not like that. Once she finds a dude who is an upgrade in the things that matter to her, she's gone, bro. You will never get her back unless you probably surpass that dude. But that's another thing we'll get into. If she ever comes back, do not take her back. But that'll be its own video. But you see, that's what I'm saying. With dudes though, whenever you find a chick who is better than her in every regard, you'll still want to keep her around, just because this one needs to really prove herself more before I completely demote this one and maybe even eliminate her out of my life. But in all likelihood, you probably won't even eliminate that chick. She'll eliminate herself either by doing some stupid shit another dude, or just withdrawing from the relationship. But no matter what, it'll more than likely be initiated by her, because as long as a woman is behaving in a relationship, us guys tend to keep her around. She's still useful, she still serves some utility. And whenever this one fucks up, I know this one has always had a good track record, so she gonna keep proving. The longer she stays, even in the midst of all these ones who come in the picture and they're kind of upgrades in one way or another, or even entirely, and then somewhere down the line they fuck up, things fizzle out with them, but this one just keeps staying, then she's proving her longevity, her staying power, essentially. And in some ways, that makes you value her more. That makes it that much harder to actually drop her when you need to. So you don't drop her until she drops herself. And you're a really masculine dude. Yes, it'll hurt. It's gonna hurt like hell. But because you've kind of anticipated this would happen. Look, you cannot keep a woman waiting for you forever. You always knew it would happen, and yes, it hurts, but you accept it pretty quickly. That's what I mean. You accept it pretty quickly, and that's just the nature of hypergamy. See, the reason women get over breakups so easily is because they monkey branch. We men struggle with breakups because we have one itis, we're programmed to be like, she's the one, she's the only one, she's so special and unique, she's my angel, I will never find another girl who has a degree, doesn't have a baby, has a lower body count than 5, stuff like that. But she's a dime a dozen, bro. You could probably find a girl who has a master's who's a virgin. You know what I'm saying? Like, if those are the things you value, I'm telling you, there's always a woman who has better and more of it out there. You just have to channel your hypergamy the same way women do, which is kind of like, they always know this better. They might not be actively seeking it out, but whenever it comes along, you best believe, bro, she will entertain that option, as will you. Here's another example. This is say you're with the perfect woman from like your 20s, your young years. She's been there with you through thick and thin, ride or die type shit. Like, your family loves her, you love her family loves you. Like, it's really like going there, But someone comes along. No. You upgrade as the years go by, right? Because she like believes in you, you're driven. You might not have been shit. She might have actually been out of your league and had no business dating a bum like you in the first place. But she believed in your drive and your ambition, and you kept proving it to her. Like, you just kept upgrading, going up the levels and stuff, right? Well, as you go up the levels, your options improve. And not just like your options. Now it's not even a mistake to like attract women like her, Whereas with her, being able to pull a 9 who was just wow, she just happened to run into you. You were her perfect type. You just happened to, you just happened to like hit all the buttons right there. So much so that she was willing to sacrifice her hypergamy, which is highly unlikely, but fine. So she sacrificed her hypergamy, which is highly unlikely, fine. And now, since you've gone up the ranks, you're pulling women on her level with ease, and even higher probably. And they're younger, they're hotter, they have several feminine advantages over the girl you've been with for like the last 10 years. You know what I'm saying? And now that the minute you switch on and realize your value, man, it's red flags for her, dog. It's okay. The moment you switch on and realize your value, it's curtains for her, bro. Like, fair, you won't leave her, of course. You love her. This is your baby girl, after all, and she was with you through the thinnest. So of course you want to be grateful for her in the thick. You don't want to be like some kind of snake, some kind of ungrateful guy who uses and discards women. That's not but whatever. So you're gonna have a conflict, honestly. You're gonna have a conflict, and you'll probably explore those options. That's just the nature of it, man. People, everyone, every single entity always does what's best for themselves. And for women, what's best for themselves is having the best guy. For men, what's best for ourselves is having the best amount of the best quality of women. You know what I'm saying? Like the number of women that you feel like you can handle while not being like, while not falling into that the boredom. It's boring, dude. Like, if we're being honest, it's kind of boring to just have one girl, bro. One source of intimacy, one source of feminine energy, sexual feminine energy. It gets we need variety. That's just the way the male brain is really wired, man. We eventually want to explore. It's the Coolidge effect. You fuck her a few times, you're like, oh, who else can I do this with? Oh, okay, so she reacted like this. I wonder how another girl would react. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is, man. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying you should even cheat on your girl. I'm just telling you what will likely happen because of hypergamy. And that was just an example anyway. But yeah, I was just saying, everyone's hypergamous. if you don't want to fall victim to hypergamy, the simplest way to do that is constant improvement, because the person who like you're with, they can't really entertain hypergamous thoughts now, because they're like, okay, that person is better, fine, but then my current partner. Yeah, it becomes hard for women to entertain hypergamous thoughts, because now she's like, okay, I might have met this dude who's right now better than my partner, but it's not like my guy is standing completely still. And shit, what if this nigga fucks around and surpasses that guy, and then I leave him, and then, so you need to keep women afraid to leave you. And the best way to do that is fear of missing out. If she fears that leaving you will cause her to miss out on like future stuff, oh, best fun, she'll stick around, bro. Oh yeah, that's enough for this video. Let me make some more space and record.